we've got a showcase of Cornwall. It's cultural canapés, it's little tasters of all that Cornwall has to offer, with the idea that you have small tasters and you're inspired to want to find out more, and you understand that this is just the tip of the iceberg of just some of what Cornwall has to offer.
I like the idea of as a maker, you're sort of one step removed from the result with something like a pot. There's a sort of stage in between where you have no control over the end result. I mean, you can sort of you have an idea of what it's going to look like, but because of the process involved, the firing of it and the chemistry and all of those aspects in it, you don't have total control. And I quite like that, just to be sort of for the instigator rather than the creator, you know. So there's a sensibility to look at everyday objects as little works of art, you know. And everyone is, although we'll make hundreds, they're all a little bit different. You know, we're thinking hopefully someone will appreciate this as a work of art. But also, it's fine if they just appreciate it as their favourite mug, you know, that's made by someone you know, or that you know of, or you know the origin of it, and you have the function of it, as well as being able to appreciate its beauty. I feel very much part of that tradition, and very honoured to be able to carry on that, you know, to pass that on to the next generation.
So one of the reasons that we wanted to have this event at Europe House was to really demonstrate that Cornwall is going to stay open for business with Europe. It's going to be a place where we value and preserve our distinctive cultural heritage, and we're also going to nurture talent and innovation in the creative industries.
In terms of inspiration, I'm lucky enough to live in a really beautiful part of the world. So when I'm out and about, I'm looking around and I kind of soak up scenes, ideas, bits and pieces along the way, and that really helps to inform my designs. We hand print onto linen using a traditional artisan screen printing technique. It's all done by hand. We'll print each individual piece almost like a little work of art, really, and we lay it down on the print bed, then we bring the screen over the top of it, a nice few dollops of ink, and then the squeegee, which we pull across the screen, and that forces the ink through the tiny little holes in the silk onto the fabric. When I started the business 7 years ago, there was just me and the kitchen table, really. With the help of Cultivator and 365, I have been able to significantly grow my business. We've currently got about 100 UK stockists, and we've recently picked up a number of stockists in America, and it's really exciting to know that your products are growing all over the world.
We've got a really bold vision for passionate and compassionate cultural tourism for Cornwall. A vision which has to recognise the unique and authentic experiences that we know that visitors want to find in Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. They come from communities which are thriving and where culture and creativity is allowed to flourish. And we've got lots of ideas about how that can work in partnership with people in the room. So please come and talk to us tonight.
It's just a unique opportunity to have something like the Cultural Canapés evening was a real awakening for some of the people that spoke to us. They were blown away by some of the images and footage that we had. To sort of share that knowledge and to invite people down here was a fantastic experience. You know, there's a reason why Cornwall is the most popular tourist destination in the UK, you know, but sometimes overlooked as sort of the heritage of the county as well. With coasteering, for example, it's not all about sort of leaping off cliffs into deep water plunge pools. A lot of it is about exploration and improving your knowledge and becoming aware of your environment. We got chatting to Charlie from 365 and she very kindly helped put together a meeting with a local historian who took us for a very interesting tour of the coast, and now we've encapsulated that into a number of our activities. Salt water is in the blood. Getting out there in the waves and enjoying them is something that's so fulfilling. To be able to take somebody out in the water like this group today, help them through those early stages, let them appreciate the buzz of ocean activities, the fulfilment that you get from sharing that is second to none.
As well. Art remains absolutely central to what's happening in Cornwall.
When I first went to Cornwall, it was because it was the most exotic place I could possibly get to without a passport. You have all that extraordinary Cornwall coastline. Inland, there's just so many stories to be told. And what's been really enriching for me is the way that everything is getting better for the visitor. That's from the food and drink to the great attractions, all to the huge advantage of the traveller.
They call the Lost Gardens of Helligan as the gardeners who worked here in 1914 sadly went off to war back then. 9 sadly passed away and only 4 returned. We welcome about 350,000 visitors to the gardens every year. So there's a lot of staff who work here. That includes 24 garden staff to look after the whole of the estate. There's so many different opportunities at Helligan. Yeah, it's a really good employer for the local area. If you say to somebody, "Oh, I work at Helligan," they're always really jealous, and yeah, it's such a great place to work. I love being able to go out with the drone, out with the video camera, and be able to show Helligan to all around the world. We've got followers from all corners of the globe. Cornwall 365 has had a really good impact on me, myself, and Helligan. I attended the video filming and editing course down at Mount Hawke a few months ago, and they've helped me to create quite a lot of great content for the Helligan website, which, to say, has been seen throughout the world, which is great.
We came up with this idea of cultural canapés, so we brought people together in a space with pop-up canapés of cultural activity.
We'd love to have you there, so do come along.
It is an absolute honour to come up from Cornwall today.
To see those people all come together and give a really amazing, beautiful snapshot of Cornwall that's really intriguing as well was an opportunity that they wouldn't normally have on their own. By bringing people together, they share ideas, they share knowledge, they share customers, and they share experiences, and it all adds to this wonderful story about Cornwall.
We had enormous goodwill in the businesses who took part. And you don't get that kind of goodwill by just, sending out an email or putting a post on your website. It takes a lot of organisation. And so I think it's that kind of human touch that I think would be really missing if we didn't exist anymore.
Every day I'm learning about new things and new people and new businesses, and I'm constantly astounded by the talent that there is in Cornwall. Cornwall is not just going to market itself because it's got beautiful beaches. It is going to have to keep working hard to ensure that people do come down, and not just in the 6 weeks of the summer holidays, but year round. There is genuinely something to do every day of the year, hence why we're called Cornwall 365.